Why don't ghosts like rain on Halloween? Does anyone know?
Why?
Because it dampens their spirits. Okay, you guys don't have to fake laugh. I know it's not funny. My boyfriend didn't find it funny either, but I needed to break the ice. So yeah, it's Halloween, which is really exciting. Pumpkin Spice is out and probably trying to kill Telly. We have jack-o'-lanterns. We have lots of stuff. But the thing I want to talk about today is the controversial costumes. For example, have any of you seen that costume at Halloween Alley of a baby wearing a pot leaf? Or the one where Donald Trump was literally riding on the shoulders of a Mexican? There's one on Amazon, the one that I specifically want to talk about, which is about the Kim Kardashian robbery. So while this costume is not the most controversial costume that there is, I think the one that takes the cake is the one with the ISIS fighter, where they're holding a dead baby.
Oh.
Yeah. It's still fresh. It happened earlier this month. Kim Kardashian was robbed of $10 million worth of jewelry, including a 20-carat ring in Paris at gunpoint during Fashion Week. She was bound and gagged, tied up at her hands and feet, and then locked in her bathroom. The armed men only made it into the apartment because the concierge was threatened with a weapon and then handcuffed, and then they forced him to open the apartment. After the robbery, the men rode away on bikes, which is kind of funny, but like, maybe I shouldn't make fun of it. According to Khloe Kardashian, Kim is still traumatized after the events of the robbery, and that is why the costume is so controversial. Because it makes fun of real human suffering. This woman begged for her life, begged to be alive for her children through this terrifying experience, and people are making fun of it. Of course, her fans weren't so happy about the costume either. They took to Twitter to express their anger. At Mama Haynes said, "A costume company released a Kim Kardashian getting robbed outfit for Halloween? This is so disgusting. How could anyone do this?" At Brianna OC said, "Please let me catch you in the Kim Kardashian robbery Halloween costume. Your life will end on October 31st. And at Kardashian Vibe said, "So first the tragedy was turned into a joke, and then it became her fault, and now it's a costume? When does Kim get peace?" Luckily, since the costume caused such an uproar, Amazon has pulled it from their online collection. But that doesn't really excuse the fact that it existed in the first place. So I kind of get that Kim is an object of humor among the media and among other celebrities. I mean, she's mocked for how she got famous, which was an unfortunate little tape that probably should have stayed private. People tend to look down on her because of her reality TV show, and I'm someone who does that personally, and I'm wrong for that. I kind of think that reality TV is a little stupid or too dramatic. That's just my opinion, but I probably shouldn't voice that out loud. Kim just isn't really famous for anything other than being rich. She hasn't accomplished much. She's just famous for being, well, famous. This is my way of saying that I get the mockery in general, but people using the circumstance as advertisements for their beliefs, and that was a shot fired at the NRA who said, "Wait, criminals held Kim Kardashian at gunpoint in Paris? How is that possible? Does anyone know if they passed background check first? It's shocking that these criminals did not subject themselves to Paris's strict gun control laws before committing this crime." That was inappropriate. Kim doesn't believe in no gun control, and they used her experience to advertise that. So that was just not okay. But using the circumstance as advertisements for those beliefs, or using the circumstance as means to blame her for what happened is not okay. And that brings me to the real reason why I'm talking about this topic. Victim blaming. You see, as a culture, we penalize people for being victims. We say that the victims could have prevented it. We blame them for flaunting their wealth, in the Kardashians' case, for wearing too short of a skirt, in rape cases, or for going out alone, for when they're just attacked. Have you ever heard of the expression, hindsight is 20/20? Well, foresight isn't. People don't know if they're going to be taken advantage of. People don't know if their boyfriends are going to rape them, or girlfriends are going to rape them. They don't know if their home, their safe place, is going to be broken into. And it's ridiculous to think that they should know that these things will happen. I don't know know if I'm going to get hit by a car tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to fall into another depression and not leave my bedroom for 6 months. I don't know if I don't even know what I'm going to have for lunch today. I don't know a lot. What I do know is that if I'm assaulted, if I'm raped, if my house gets broken into, that's not my fault. Victim blaming is not okay. And that's all I have to say. Happy Halloween!